Hi, welcome to UX Living Lab. Our presentation will start soon. Hi, welcome to UX Living Lab. We are starting a new series from today. We are talking about how to build a sustainable innovation ecosystem for small brands. It's a very interesting topic, and we are concentrating this topic to small brands. What we are talking is sustainable innovation ecosystem. Okay, everybody knows UX Living Lab. We talk about open innovation journey. We always advocate innovation journeys for corporates as well as SMEs and small brands to be sustainable in the business. Open innovation starts from ideation, then moving to concept, then look and feel, prototyping, MVP, feedback. This is a beautiful journey, but when you implement it, it may not be beautiful like this, but there are a lot of mm, dips and hikes. So we have to go forward and backward, and all those things will be happening. Anyway, this is a loose form. This is a representation of innovation journey, that is starting with empathizing idea, then sketching concept, then designing look and feel, rapid prototyping, evaluating MVP, and market feedback. If you want to talk any of these components, or you want to get a more idea about open innovation journeys, you can scan my QR code and fix an appointment. I will explain how to listen, how to plan, how to execute, how to deploy, and how to measure open innovations. Also, you can subscribe to our newsletter for deep learning on UX and innovation. Okay, what is an innovation ecosystem? An innovation ecosystem, according to definition, is a system for repeatedly delivering new sustainable business models. It is composed of people, but also processes and systems that can support a concept from ideation to a scalable business. This is the definition you will get when you search for innovation ecosystem. I hope you are familiar with innovation. Then innovation ecosystem. Again, when we talk about, I will go through each component. An innovation ecosystem is a system for repeatedly delivering new sustainable business model. That's one of the important characteristics of the innovation ecosystem. Sustainable business models. It is composed of people. Okay, it's a team of people, but also processes and systems that can support a concept from ideation to scalable business. So when you have an idea, how we can go through all these stages of idea, that is concept, look and feel, product. I already explained the steps to a business. So innovation ecosystem should support in all steps of innovation journey from ideation to scalable business, and it will continuously deliver sustainable business models. So this is the more clear definition for More clarity, we can take these 2 points: sustainable business models and ideation to scalable business. These are the two characteristics of innovation ecosystem. Okay, then we can take what is innovation. In one simple sentence, I can say innovation, we can say that output of innovation is value. You'll get a lot of definition about innovation, lot of explanation about innovation, the difference between innovation and invention, that you always have to understand this difference. Invention is a one time process, innovation one time affair, but innovation is a continuous process. So invention, when you add value to invention or business value to invention, that becomes innovation. That's why we call it as output of innovation is value. Invention is a laboratory task, mainly it will invent something. So one time, once in a while, people will invent. That's a scientist job. But innovation is a business process. So that's why we call the output of innovation is value. We are not inventors, we are innovators. Then output of the ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Output of the ecosystem is constant innovation. It's a continuous innovation. Should give. That is a purpose of in ecosystem. That's why we have to build ecosystem. Okay, what is the benefit of innovation ecosystem? So this is an introductory session. We will give all the introductions about building innovation ecosystem, or what is innovation ecosystem. So what is the benefit of ecosystem? So we explained the definition of the innovation ecosystem. What is innovation? What is ecosystem? Then what is the benefit? Being an organization, think about, we are talking about business. Being an organization, our goal is to increase our ability to innovate. That is, everybody will agree with me. Our goal is to increase our ability to innovate. Then we need to discover some methods, the lever we can use to manipulate the input and output relationship within that ecosystem for maximum advantage. What it means? So we want to increase our ability to innovate. So for that, always there is an input and output in an ecosystem. We should use something, our models or our capabilities or physical capabilities or mental capabilities, intellectual capabilities, whatever it may be. We have to use some activity or some levers to connect between input and output, build that relationship. So that is the benefit you will get if you build and maintain an innovation ecosystem. So you will get a lot of input to your business and how the output is going on. So these, you can connect between the input and output so that you can innovate your business. That's a benefit. That's why big companies are keeping innovation ecosystem. So here we typically talk about how a small brand can develop and maintain innovation ecosystem. Okay, what are the components of innovation ecosystem? So being an introductory section, I am just listing down the components. That is vendors and channel partners. So one of the important component is vendors and channel partners. That means the people who is supporting your business as supplying something or giving raw materials or whatever it may be, you are giving to your business. That's called vendors. And there are channel partners for the raw materials as well as finished goods. They are the part of your business. We can call it as extended team. So they are the distributors, dealers, and up to customers. So that is called vendors and channel partners. That's one of the important components of the innovation ecosystem, because they know how the business, because you may be a manufacturer, they know how the raw materials coming to you and how the a finished product is going out, so they are the extended team of your business. So this is one of the main component. Then competitors and markets. Of course, you need a competitor in a market. Otherwise, very difficult to sell. Am I right? So there should be a competitor, at least one competitor. Otherwise, it's very difficult for to maintain your business. So the competitors or the market feedback is one of the important component of your innovation ecosystem. Then third component is customers. Of course, your customers. Customer gives you bread, so you have to maintain your customers and take their feedbacks and they what their thoughts. That is very important for your business, because without customers you can't survive. You can't, what I say, I always say that you can invent lot of things, but you need a customer, then only you can innovate. Otherwise there is no point on innovating. So customers is required for innovation. Then startups, that is one of the key component you have to keep in mind. You may be a startup now, but after 3 years you won't be, nobody will consider you as a startup, so you change your face. So what you have to do is keep an eye on startups, because startups comes with new ideations, new methods. They will disrupt the industry. So always keep an eye on startups, and that should be a component in your innovation ecosystem. Very important component, the startups. Then other industries, of course, you have to keep other industries on board in the innovation ecosystem. For example, being an ice cream manufacturer, you can keep the soft drinks industry to as a key component in your innovation ecosystem, or drinking water, tea, coffee. So something may be used in the same occasion. That is something, it's not a direct competitor because they are not manufacturing ice cream. So that's not a direct competitor, but that replaces your business. Think about it. That's called substitutions. So that product replacing your business, then you keep that type of industries in that group, other industries. Always keep an eye what is happening, because that's a big examples in front of you, like Uber or Airbnb. Lot of examples. Amazon, now Amazon. So it replacing the traditional way of doing business, because customer find another way to reach the same goal. That's why these substitution is important. So other industries, you list down that type of industries along according to your business and keep an eye on it. Then internal team, of course, your own team, that should be a part of it. They are the managers, or they are the front runners of the innovation ecosystem. They had to analyze it, they had to learn it, and everything. Then other category you have to keep it is the theory teachers, the theory people, academia. That is a must, because in almost all the industry needs some classroom input to move forward. If you are not following any of the theories, it's something pure gambling. Nobody will do that. In a established form or in a developed industries or big industries, they won't do it. This type of gambling on the middle companies, middle level companies or smaller brands are doing, because they learn it, they apply the theories and accommodate the theories according to the market requirements, then they apply. So academia is one of the group you have to keep an eye. So we need you their eye input for your ecosystem. That is one of the components always lacking in the small brands. But it's not like in big brands, they are always in touch with them. Then government. So of course, the government policies, government machinery, everything is affecting your business. So that also you have to keep in your innovation ecosystem. So the components you can classify in such a way that, sorry, vendors, channel partners, competitors or market, customers, startups, other industries, internal team, academia, government. So by keeping all these information channels or all these components, you can build your innovation ecosystem. These are the main components. Then we come to some information about innovation ecosystem. The innovation ecosystem mainly talks about information channels and how the team is processing the information. So innovation ecosystem gives continuous information, mainly talk about information channels and how the team is processing this information. What do you mean by that? Look into the components I explained, the vendors, channel partners, they are giving a lot of information to you, or you are gathering information from them. Competitors, market, the same thing, customers, startups, other industries, internal team, academia, and government, all these are information channels. Either they will be giving information to you or you will be collecting information from them. So that's why the innovation ecosystem mainly talk about information channels. So continuous information channels and how the team is processing this information and how your team is processing this information. That is what you may be thinking. Okay, I am in touch with government. I am in touch with startups. I am in touch with our distribution network. Okay, you are in touch with all these components. But are you processing this information in a professional way for tomorrow? That is important. Okay, so the process information in the proper way. Then the next is single purpose or multi-purpose. What I mean by this is if you are developing an innovation ecosystem, are you developing for a particular project, a particular objective, or it should be a sustainable or continuously running system, and whatever may be the purpose, we will be changing the purpose and it give the feedback. Sorry. That's also. So you have to decide what's the purpose of building the innovation ecosystem. Is it a single purpose or multi-purpose? Better go for multi-purpose because you are starting the innovation ecosystem. That is one of the biggest backbone of your business to continue with. Then, what type of information you have to collect from this innovation ecosystem? Past, present, and future. What it is? Past means the historical data. What was the previous market or to how the things are happening, all the historical data, that is called past data from all these channels. Then present data, what is happening now? That is the present data from all these channels. What is the government policy? What it is changing? What is the latest theories behind your connecting to your business from the academia? Or all these channels, what we talk about, the present information. And what's their predictions, what's their information they have for future, what's their predictions. So actually it's very simple. It's a past, present, and future information you have to collect from all these channels. Next, you have to collect this information continuously. This is not a one time affair. This is not for one project. You have to continuously collect this information. Then only you can process, and it should give continuous business models to implement. That is a purpose. So collect information continuously. These are the important points or important points we have to take care or we have to keep in mind while talking about innovation ecosystem. So I'm just briefing the introduction. That is enough for today. So what are the takeaways? How to build a sustainable innovation ecosystem for small brands. I don't know how many of you have the innovation ecosystem. If you are from a big brand, of course you will be having, but being a small brand, it's very rarely people keep this because it's a costly affair, because we have to maintain all these teams. It's a costly affair, and you have to engage with them. That's also a costly affair. But in my presentation, we will talk about without much cost how you can maintain all those things and you'll get this information. For a big company, this is a very costly affair. Innovation ecosystem is a very costly affair because they have to collect globally, they have to maintain all those things, all these channels globally, and they have to collect information and analyze. That's a very costly affair. But being a small brand, only because you are a small brand, so you can keep the same thing or maintain the same thing without much cost, only with your effort. Okay, be when you become a big brand you can spend, but not, I know that you could not spend like that now. So but we need innovation ecosystem, otherwise we can't move forward, we can't grow. So I'm talking to people, talking to companies which is just above than one man army, a small team. So you are growing to the big team. That is a phase, is very, very, very tough phase. It is very, very tough. So there you need lot of information, but you don't may not have much resources to manage that information. That is a problem you are facing. Okay. Then first thing is you have to fix the code. As I said, it should be a multi-purpose or single purpose. It's better go for the multi-purpose and long with long vision, because your aim is to be a global brand and a big brand. So fix the goal to that level. Then second is whatever may be the your goal, it's a single purpose or multi-purpose goal. The purpose of this innovation ecosystem is increase our ability to innovate, because being a one-man army, you can just innovate from your ideas, that's all. But when you move above than that, you need lot of information. Just your idea will be a failure because it's a pure gambling. A lot of other factors going to affect your business. So your team has to be built in such a way that they have the ability to innovate. So the goal is to increase our ability to innovate. Then the output of the ecosystem is constant innovation. We discussed already. It should continuously innovate your business. Actually, these become a think tank or a backbone of your business to continuously innovate your business. That is one of the important part add to your business when you move from one man army to small brands. So small brand needs this. Then only you can jump from small brand to big brand. Okay. So as we discuss the components, vendor channel partners, competitors, markets, customers, startups, other industries, internal team, academia, government. So we already discussed all these components. I'll be detailing each component, how to manage them, how to build that component, how to manage them, how to keep that component running in future weeks, in coming in forthcoming presentations. But now we are just giving the introductions. These are the components. So these are the components is required to build a sustainable innovation ecosystem. In maybe in your business there may be something to be added. I'm just giving the general information. You can add as others or other components, so that doesn't matter. In some of your, in some business they may not be required all these components, then also you can, maybe government is, but mostly business require these components. Maybe you have to add some more if something is required. You think that that component also giving very important information for your business, or important, it plays a very important role in your business, then you have to add that component also, so it's not a problem. So we can keep these components, and we will be talking about each component from next week onwards, how to build that component in a cost effective way, and how to get information from them for your business, whatever maybe your business is. Okay, thank you, I'm done. I hope it's a good start for a new topic. But if you have any questions, you can add your questions to the comment box. At the same time, you can scan this QR code and fix an appointment with me for any questions we can discuss. We will be discussing about how to listen, how to plan, how to execute, how to deploy, and how to measure innovation. At the same time, you are free to share this presentation to your team and colleagues. So we expect your likes and comments to my presentation. At the same time, I invite you to subscribe our newsletter in LinkedIn. Waiting for questions. Thank you. Thank you so much, and see you on next week with more detailed information on how to build innovation ecosystem for your business. Thank you.